Good morning. Welcome back to field number 2 here at the Palmasola Softball Complex. It's day number 8 of the FGCL. And today we have the first of 3 games here on field 2, and it's game number 2 of this series between the Skeeters and the Impact. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here today for more FGCL action. Here is the starting lineup for the Manatee Impact. They are 2-3 on the year. They won yesterday over the Skeeters 13-1 in 5 innings. For their head coach Ashley Prangy, the starting lineup is Taryn Madlock, the center fielder, leading things off with Emma George batting second. And playing second, Megan Towery, the left fielder, will bat third. Batting fourth is the third baseman, Ella Carter. Taylor Ellis catching, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Kinsley Peak, the right fielder. Chloe Montalvo, designated player, bats seventh. Kenny Lang, shortstop, batting eighth. Cameron Nolte, first base, batting ninth. And Skylar Rucker, the extra hitter, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Skeeters, right-handed sophomore, out of Mercer, Grace Rourke.
I'm Anna, by the way.
Rourke on the year, making her 4th appearance. She's pitched 10 2/3 innings for the Skeeters. No record. She's given up 3 runs, 2 earned, with a 1.31 ERA, 7 hits, 5 Ks, and 5 walks, a 1.12 whip for Rourke. First pitch is bunted foul, and we are underway. As a team, the Skeeters enter today's game with a 9.66 ERA. That one's lined to center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Taryn Madlock starts things off with a single. Bring up Emma George. First pitcher is fouled away. George, 3 of 8 on the year, batting .375 with 2 runs scored. She has a walk and a hit by pitch. Was 0 for 1 yesterday with 2 runs scored on hit by pitch and a walk. And ball 1 strike. The defensive alignment for the Skeeters after this pitch. Castillo in left, Westmiller in center, Redders in right, Mueller at third, Hawk at short, Barton at second, Steinhorst at first with Weinbarger catching Rourke, Riley and Gill, the DP and extra hitter. 82 degrees at first pitch, sunny skies, a little bit of a breeze. Not a whole lot of one though. Humidity is up here this morning. Count now 3-1. That one skied to right. Charging in and unable to make the catch is Redders. And sliding in safely at second, ahead of the throw, is Madlock. So an E9 allows George to reach. Madlock is on second. Now runners are on first and second with nobody out. As the Skeeters make the first miscue of the day. Let's see if the Impact can capitalize with the left fielder, Megan Towery. Towery 4 of 7 here in the league, .571 with 3 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, has 3 doubles and 4 walks. First pitch is a called strike. Towery 2 for 2 yesterday with 2 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, had 2 doubles and a walk. Impact's 13-1 win where they saw the offense really come alive. Offensively for the year, Impact now batting .272 with 22 runs scored and a .366 whip. Excuse me, .366 on base percentage, which has really improved over the last couple of days. 2 balls and a strike. 2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and there's one away. Bring up third baseman Ella Carter. Ella Carter now the batter. One ball, one strike. Carter 1 of 9 with a run scored and RBI. That one, a home run yesterday. That home run did come yesterday in her lone plate appearance. Solo shot. Part of a 4-run 5th inning that secured the run roll. Carter lifts this one to right. Metters will make that catch. The tag up from second. The throw is cut off. Madlock's now on third, but there's now 2 away. So 2 outs, runners on the corners for the catcher, Taylor Ellis. Ellis batting .222, 2 of 9 with 2 runs scored. Fouls that one off. Nice pass. Ashley Prangy, the head coach of the Impact. Former all-SEC player at the University of Alabama. Played professionally last year with the Florida Vibe. First year head coach here in the league. Runs past her again. Balls and 2 strikes. Ellis yesterday, 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored, had a single and a walk. Misses outside, and George will still second without a throw. That one's lined to left, and that's going to get down, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. George is in as well, and that is a 2 RBI double off the bat of Taylor Ellis, and the Impact have taken a 2-0 lead. The Impact score a couple of runs. They're both unearned, but they both count. With the score now 2-0, that will bring up the right fielder, Kinsley Peak. Peak 1 for 9. Takes the first pitch for a ball. With a run scored and 2 runs driven in, her 1 hit, a home run. She's walked twice. Called strike. That home run came yesterday. 2-run shot. Mentions the first of 3. Coming up next, we'll have the Pioneers and the River Mocs, and we'll wrap things up with the Slice and the Circus over here on field 2. On field 1, the Finns and the Queens have gotten underway. the lone remaining undefeated team in league play. Counts out full 3-2. That'll be followed up by the Squeeze and the Aquanauts, as the Squeeze knocked the Aquanauts from the ranks of the unbeaten yesterday, and then we'll have the Rodeo and the Sea Cows wrapping things up. Payoff pitch. That's a ground ball to second. Stop made by Barton. The throw is in time for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Impact get on the board here in the first inning. They get 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left. We played a half inning. Impact 2. Skeeters coming back. This is the FGCL. Two nothing Impact as we move to the home half of the first inning. Here is the starting lineup for the South Bradenton Skeeters. They're 1-4 on the year. Under head coach Morgan Kostler, the starting lineup looks like this. Jenna Redders, the right fielder, will lead things off with Kate Westmiller, center field, batting second. Avery Barton, second base, batting third. Alexa Mueller, the third baseman, will bat fourth. Annalise Weinbarger, catching, batting fifth. Tegan Riley, the extra hitter, will bat sixth. Brooke Steinhorst, first base, batting seventh. Miranda Gill, the designated player, will bat eighth. Adelaide Hawk, the shortstop, bats ninth, and Eva Castillo, the left fielder, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Impact, the right-handed freshman out of Miami, Ohio, Shelby Krieger. Krieger making her 4th appearance. She's pitched 10 innings with an 0-2 record. 21 runs allowed, 20 have been earned for a 14 ERA. 20 hits, 5 Ks, and 11 walks. First pitch is a called strike to Jenna Ritters. As a team, the Impact has a 5.6 ERA and a 1.87 whip. 29 strikeouts to 24 walks. That one's lined to right. That's down. 4-base hit. Lead-off single for Redders. As the Skeeters try to answer back after the Impact scored a couple in the top of the first for the center fielder, Kate Westmiller. First pitch is a strike. Westmiller, 1 of 11 on the year with a run scored. She's been hit by a pitch as well. That one is slow roller to first, and the tag is applied. And the runner moves to second. There's one away. Defensively for the Impact, you have Towery in left, Madlock in center, Peak in right, Carter at third, Lang at short, George at second, Nolte at first with Ellis catching. Montalvo and Rucker are the DPs and extra hitters. First pitch is a ball to Avery Barton. Barton, 1 of 9. 2 runs scored, 2 runs driven in. The one hit was a home run. She's been walked 3 times. Runs that one foul. 1 ball, 1 one strike. Barton was 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk yesterday. Takes that ball. 2 balls and a strike. Blooper, and that's going to get over the shortstop's head into left field, and the single now puts runners on the corners with 1 out.
Time.
We'll bring up Alexa Mueller. An early opportunity as the Impact get together to discuss things defensively.
Can they hear me? Can the camera hear me? Hey, Mom.
Here we go, ladies.
Alexa Mueller saying hello to the mom. Hello to all the parents out there watching today. First pitch, fouled away. 4 strike 1. Mueller batting 200, 2 of 10 with a run scored and a walk. At the plate yesterday, she had 1 plate appearance and got a single. That's a hard hit ball 3 for a base hit into right field. Coming in to score is Redders. And Alexa Mueller with an RBI single makes it now 2-1 Impact. First pitch to Annalise Weinberger, fouled away for strike 1. Weinberger, 4 of 12 on the year with 2 RBIs. With 2 runs scored, 1 RBI. She has a home run. Fouled off, no balls and 2 strikes. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update. Top of the second over on field 1. The Queens with a 1-0 lead over the Finns. Keep you up to date on that one as we go along here in the first of 3 on both fields. Another foul ball, no balls and 2 strikes. That one well hit but foul. The Impact enters today in a 2-way tie for 7th place with the River Mocs at 3-2. Skeeters are in 10th place all by themselves at 1-4.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Weinberger, the fly ball to center. And he tracks. Madlock will make the catch. Ball gets away momentarily, but Barton will say where she is, and there's 2 gone. Two outs, runners on first and second for Tegan Riley.
Time.
Riley 0 for 7 so far here in the league. She's been hit once and has walked once. Looking for a first base hit. First pitch is a called strike. That one's lined to third. The catch made by Carter, and that will do it for the Skeeters here in the first, but South Bradenton does answer back as they get 1 run on 3 hits. There are no errors and 2 left. We played an inning, 2-1 impact. This is the FGCL. Two 2-1 impact as we head to the top of the second inning. Montalvo, Lang, and Nolte due up. 7-8-9. Grace Work back out for her second inning of work. Off day tomorrow. The Impact will take on the Rodeo on Monday at noon. And there will be the Skeeters and the Aquanauts. The Impact Rodeo game is on Field 1. The Skeeters and Aquanauts back here on Field 2 at 2:30 on Monday. And the first pitch to Chloe Montalvo is a called strike. Montalvo batting .500, 5 of 10 with 5 RBIs as a double and a walk. That one is popped up third base side. Now calling off the third baseman is Hawk from short. She'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. Shortstop Kenny Lang steps in. Lang 2 of 11 with 2 runs scored, an RBI, a home run, and a walk. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Work, a right-handed sophomore in 2025 at Mercer from Frederick, Maryland. Had a 4.24 ERA for the Bears, 62 and 2/3 innings pitched. 75 hits, 52 runs, 38 earned. She walked 28, struck out 35, and had a 5-4 record for the Bears, who made it to the championship game of the Gainesville Regional in NCAA tournament play. In the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball to short. Hawk charges, makes the stop, and the throw just in time. And there's 2 away. 2 out, nobody on for the first baseman, Cameron Nolte. Nolte 2 of 9 with 2 RBIs. Rounds that back to the pitcher. And that'll be a quick 1-2-3 inning. Pitched by Grace Rourke, and the Impact go down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the second. Still 2-1, Impact with the lead. This is the FGCL. Steinhorst leading things off for the Skeeters as we move to the bottom of the second inning. 2-1 Impact with the lead. First pitch is a strike. Ground ball to third. Carter collects it, makes the throw for the first out of the inning. Bring up it as a player, Miranda Gill. Gill 0 for 2 on the year with a couple of walks. First pitch is a strike. That one got a piece of the leg, and Gill will head down to first on the hit by pitch. After an 0 for 1 day yesterday with a walk, she reaches on hit by pitch here in her first at bat. A courtesy runner. Steinhorst enters the game to run on first for Gill. And Adelaide Hawk steps in. First pitch to her, misses low for ball 1. Hawk 3 of 14, batting .214 with 2 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, has a double and a walk on the season. Little outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Hawk was 0 for 2 yesterday. Diving attempt by Carter, but she's not able to get there. On the foul ball, 2-1. Shelby Krieger back out in the circle for her second inning work for the Impact. The freshman in 2025 at Miami, Ohio, from Reedstown, Ohio. In the circle for the Red Hawks, had a 10.83 ERA and 21 1/3 innings pitched. 33 hits, 43 runs, 33 earned. She walked 23, struck out 9, and had an 0-4 record. That one is spinning fair off the end of the bat. They'll throw down to first to get the out. Signhorse second. There's now 2 away. A swinging bunt there as it went right off the end of the bat and somehow stayed fair. Two-out runner on second for Ava Castillo. And the pitch gets to the backstop. A wild pitch. Moves Steinhorst to third. They have the tying run now 60 feet away to the Skeeters. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. That was not touched. That was just a swinging strike. Steinhorst saves the third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Castillo batting 143. Swings and misses there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 of 14. 3 runs scored and an RBI. A walk and hit by pitch. RBI was a game winner a couple of games ago. That one's popped up and fouled around. Ranging over to make the catch is Carter for out number 3 to retire the side. For the Skeeters here in the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We played 2. It's 2-1 impact, says the FPCF. Two-one impact as we head to the third inning. 10-1-2 due up for Manatee. Starting with Skylar Rucker, the extra hitter. Rucker 4 of 11, batting .364. And we'll add to that total. An opposite field shot into left field. Single gets things underway for the impact here in the third inning. And we head back to the top of the order, and the center fielder, Taryn Madlock, who opened up the game with a single, came around to score. First pitch is bunted right in front of home plate. The throw will be in time to get her. So the sacrifice bunt puts a runner now to second with 1 away. Second baseman Emma George. She reached on error and scored back in the first inning. First pitch is a strike. George, a freshman at East Florida State. Takes that one low. 1 ball, 1 strike. From Groveland, Florida. For Eastern Florida State this past year, batted .268 with 30 RBIs, had 14 doubles, 27 runs scored, and a .312 OBP. 2 strikes.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Wait on that one and skies it to deep second, and that's going to fall right in between Wes Miller and Barton. And the bloop single now puts runners on the corners with 1 away. And the left fielder, Megan Towery. She struck out looking her first time. First pitch. Well hit to center, and that's going to get over the center fielder's head and get all the way to the wall. Coming in to score is Rucker. George will dig for third, where she is safe. And Megan Towery stands on second with the RBI double. 3-1 Impact. First pitch is a called strike to Ella Carter. Carter flew out her first time. Alabox Podcast scoreboard update over on field 1. They're in the bottom of the second, tied up between the Finns and the Queens at 2. Carter, also from Miami, Ohio. She transferred there from Indiana last year and batted .307 for the Red Hawks with 38 RBIs, 10 homers, a triple, 8 doubles, and 28 runs driven in. A native of New York, New York.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one's lined, and that's fair, and that's going to get all the way into the left field corner. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. She will score as well, and that is a back-to-back double for the Impact. Ella Carter drives in 2, and it's now 5-1. George and Towery come in to score. Carter stands on second, and Maureen Coster coming out to talk things over with Grace Rourke. Taylor Ellis is due up next, and she had a 2 RBI double her last time up. We have 3 doubles now on the game for the Impact. Ellis, the freshman at Franklin Pierce, this past season had a .274 batting average, 13 RBIs with a homer, 6 doubles, and 12 runs scored. Randall, Texas native. First pitch, driven foul for strike 1. That one's lined, and that's going to be foul. Just foul down the left field line, 0-2. to Hawk. He stopped. The throw is in time, and there's 2 away. And it's grounded to second. The stop and the throw from Peak. And that'll do it for the Impact here in the third, but the Impact add to their lead as they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move to the bottom of the third inning. It's now 5-1, Impact with the lead. This is the FGCL. First pitch is a called strike. Top of the order due up for the Skeeters here in the third as they try to answer back. The Impact plated 3 in the top of the third. It's 5-1. The Redders fouls that one off. No balls and 2 strikes. Redders singled and scored back in the first inning. Fair down the third base line. Carter makes a stop in the throw for out number 1. Misses for ball 1 to Kate Westmiller. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Ground ball to second. The underhand throw is in time from Nolte, and there's 2 away. So 2 out, nobody on for Avery Barton. Barton singled her first time. First pitch misses for ball 1. the catch is Towery and foul ground. Heck of an effort. But that's just a foul ball. Barton, a Mercer Bear, junior in 2025. It's 3 of 33 for the Bears, with 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 3 runs scored.
You okay, Boo?
Three and one now.
Three balls, one strike. Good.
Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Three balls, two strikes.
It's fouled off. We'll do it again, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Comes in too low for ball 4, and Skeeters have a base runner. They're in the bottom of the third. Martin reaches for the second time today. That will bring up the third baseman, Alexa Mueller. She had an RBI single her first time up. That was called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mueller, a first year this past year at Harvard. From Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Batted .368 for the Crimson, with 20 RBIs, a homer, 2 triples, 6 doubles, and 11 runs scored. .468 OBP.
Three balls, two strikes.
2-2 pitch. Fouled it off. Mueller stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Prepped at the Oxbridge Academy of the Palm Beaches in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Now an Ivy Leaguer. Takes that one outside, and the count's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Three balls, two strikes.
Krieger didn't get the sign she wanted. Grounded to first. Stop made by Nolte. She'll step on the bag for out number 3 to retire the side. Skeeters can't cut into the lead any here in the third as they get no runs on no hits. There was 1 error and 1 left. We played 3, 5-1. Impact with the lead. This is the FGCL. Chloe Montalvo leading things off for the Impact as we head to the fourth inning. It's 5-1 Impact with the lead, and a new pitcher coming in for the Skeeters. Miranda Gill will give way to Grace Rourke. Gill went 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, no walks, and a strikeout. First pitch is a ground ball to second. Charging in, making the stop, and the throw is Barton, and there's one gone. Rourke's gone 10 2/3 on the year, no record. 3 runs allowed, 2 of those earned, a 1.31 ERA. 7 hits, 5 strikeouts, 5 walks. That's her 4th appearance. First pitch fouled off for strike 1. By Kenny Lang. She grounded out her first time. Lang, a freshman at Lenore Roying from Roanoke, Virginia. For Lenore Roying this past year. Only had 2 at-bats. Scored a run, had an RBI.
Here we go, Bob! Here we go, Ted!
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swung on and miss. Strike 3. Rourke gets the K, and there's 2 away. So 2 out, nobody on now for Cameron Nolte. First pitch to her is fouled off for strike 1. Nolte grounded out her first time. Freshman at Florida Southern this past season. Batted .250 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Valrico, Florida, the hometown.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball to second. Barton has it. And that's a quick 1-2-3 inning. Out of the bullpen by Grace Rourke. No runs, no hits, no errors. No runners left for the Impact here in the 4th. They still lead at 5-1. This is the FGCL. (5-1) Impact as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Ellie Swinbarger leading things off, and the first pitch to her is a fly ball. Shallow right center. Underneath it is Madlock. She'll make the catch. One pitch, one out here in the fourth. Brings up Tegan Riley. Shelby Krieger is in her fourth inning of work in the circle for the Impact. Through 3 innings, with 1 run on 3 hits. 1 walk, no strikeouts. First pitch is a strike to Riley. Riley, a sophomore at Lynn from Tampa. At Lynn this past year, batted .270 with 26 runs driven in. 5 homers, 2 triples, 4 doubles, and 20 runs scored. 327 OBP. And she's down on strikes. There's 2 away. First strikeout of the day for Krieger. Brooke Steinhorst now the batter. 0 for 1 with a ground out. First pitch misses for ball 1. They're 3-3 over on field 1. The Queens are now taking a 5-2 lead over the Finns. Queens looking to remain the lone undefeated team here in the FGCL. And these Impact are the 2-time defending champions. It's grounded to third. LT will collect it, step on the bag for out number 3. And that's a quick 1-2-3 for the Skeeters here in the home half of the fourth. We move to the fifth. It's 5-1, Impact with the lead. This is the FGCL. Five-1 Impact as we head to the fifth inning. Skylar Rucker to start things off. Against Trace Work out for her second inning of work, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike.
Here we go, Sky! Here we go, three! Yes, Tyler! Hey, get out there, Sky! Go, 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 go!
Ground ball to third. Wheeler makes the stop in the throw for out number 1. Top of the order, and the center fielder, Taryn Madlock. Madlock singled and scored in the first, laid down a sacrifice bunt in the third. 1 for 1 with that run scored. First pitch. Foul strike. Grounds this one to second. Nice play, ranging over to her left is Barton. She makes a stop and a throw for out number 2. Two out, nobody on for the second baseman, Emma George. First pitch fouled away. George 1 for 2. Reshawn Aaron scored in the first. Singleton scored in the third.
Good ball.
That one came in and that got her. George will head down to first. Off the hit by pitch. They got her right on the left foot. Three times reaching first for Emma George. That one the most painful of the three. That brings up Megan Towery. First pitch misses for ball one. Towery had a RBI double and came around to score in the third inning, 1 for 2. Strikes in there, 1-1. And coming up next here on field 2, we'll have the Pioneers and the River Mocs, followed by the Slice and the Circus. Oh, Mueller called off the shortstop, Hawk, and then the ball went right under her glove. The E5 puts runners now on the corners with 2 outs. Hawk was charging in. Mueller called her off, and then play was not made. First pitch is a called strike to Ella Carter, who is 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI double. Second error of the day by the Skeeters. The impact made South Bradenton pay for the first one. Inside. Stealing second without a throw is Towery. Both runners in scoring position. And here's count for Carter. Takes it to right field. Tracking it down is Redders to make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. Hard hit ball there by Carter, but Redders made the play, and that'll do it for the impact in the 5th. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We stretch here on field 2. It's 5-1. Impact with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the home half of the 5th inning. The Impact with the 5-1 lead. And DeGill will lead things off. She was hit by a pitch her first time. Takes first pitch for strike one. Some changes out in the field for the Impact here in the 5th inning. Parrish is your new third baseman. Swink now at second, and Rucker, is your center fielder. Popped up in foul ground. It hits up on the backstop. The ball's 2 strikes now on Gill. Gill, a sophomore at Weber from Sarasota, Florida. Walked in her only plate appearance for Weber this year. Takes this one to shallow center. On the run is the new center fielder, Rucker. She'll make the catch for out number 1. Ellie Hawk steps in. She grounded out her first time. And grounds that one foul for strike 1. Hawk, a freshman at New Mexico from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Scored 3 runs for the Lobos this past season in her freshman year. Hawk has an athletic family. Father signed as a free agent with the Atlanta Falcons. And his relative, Richard Hawk, who played in the minor leagues for the Chicago Cubs. Foul tipped that one into the glove for strike 3. She chases her eyes, and there's 2 away. Breaker's gotten stronger as the game goes along. 2 out, nobody on for Ava Castillo, who fouled out her first time. Castillo, also a New Mexico Lobo in 2025, but she entered the transfer portal and is headed to Lubbock Christian. Scored 15 runs for the Lobos this year. That one's popped up on the infield. Lang is there. She'll make the catch for out number 3, and it's a quiet 5th inning for the Skeeters. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We played 5. 5-1, Impact with the lead. This is the FGCL. Impact with the lead as we head to the 6th inning. A couple of changes in the field for the Skeeters. Riley now at third, Miller now at first. Nice work out for her 3rd inning of relief. She'll Base 5, 6, 7 for the Impact. Impact with 5 runs on 6 hits. They have not committed an error, and they left 4 on. 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors, and 4 left for the Skeeters. The first pitch is a called strike to Taylor Ellis, who is 1 for 2. 2 RBI double in the first and a ground out in the third. And the top of the fourth, over on field 1, and the Vens have pulled within 1. It's now 5-4 Queens. That one's lined to first, and the new first baseman Miller will make the catch for out number 1. Ball finds the new girl, and there's one away. Kinsley Peak now the batter, 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. You may have noticed you follow the Florida Gulf Coast League on Twitter or Instagram, which you should be doing. An opportunity for you to donate to help this league be all it can be. Again, follow FGCL on Twitter and Instagram for a link for your chance to contribute. That one is grounded down the first base line. The stop made and the throw, as she was falling down by Rourke, is in time, and there's 2 away. Rourke just had her feet come out from underneath her. As the dirt here at Palmasolo can be soft in areas, but she made the throw just in time for out number 2. Chloe Montalvo now the batter. The first pitch to her is a called strike. Montalvo is 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out. I think Peak was a step or 2 slow coming out of the batter's box. Thought that was going to go foul, but it was spinning in fair ground. And 2 is low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a ground ball to short. Stop made by Hawk. The throw's in time, and that's a 1-2-3 inning pitch by Grace Rourke. Line out and 2 ground outs. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We move to the bottom of the 6th, still 5-1. Impact with the lead. This is the FGCL. the home half of the 6th inning. Top of the order due up for the Skeeters. Trying to get something going. They scored a run in the first, and that's been it so far. They're down 5-1. First pitch is a called strike. Redders scored that run in the first inning. 1 for 2 with a single. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a hard hit ball 3 for a base hit. Opposite way for Ritter. Excuse me, for Redders, and she's going to be safe at second because of interference. Made contact with Nolte rounding first. And Redders now with a double. Starting things off here in the 6th. Brings up Kate Westmiller. That's a nice barehanded play made by Parrish. Got the throw just in time. Redders moves to third. Really nice defensive play by Parrish at third to barehand that one and make the throw in time. First pitch, called strike to Avery Barton, who's reached base twice today. She singled in the first and walked in the third. Two's outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Battle back to fill up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner on third. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Battle there won by Krieger. And with 2 outs, that brings up Alexa Mueller. She is 1 for 2. Had the RBI single back in the first. pitch walk issued to Alexa Mueller, so runners now in the corners with 2 outs.
I got you.
We'll bring up Annalise Weinbarger. An opportunity here. The runner's on the corner. She's over 2. A couple of flyouts. She lined the last flyout hard to center field. And the impact infield comes together to discuss things here. You have Redders on third, Mueller on first. Tying run still in the on-deck circle for the Skeeters with 2 outs here in the 6th. Let's see what Creeder can do against Weinbarger third time. Pitch fouled away for strike 1.
Game ball, coming up.
The Nears and the River Box coming up next here at noon. Blown away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Line, and that one is going to get through into left field. 4-base hit. Weinbarger brings home Redders. It's now 5-2 impact. Russ Miller will go out to run for Weinbarger as the catcher. First pitch is a called strike to Tegan Riley. The Skeeters have now brought the tying run to the plate here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. The Impact have not been able to put away the Skeeters here in this game. South Bradenton has a chance. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Riley 0 for 2 with a line out and a strikeout. 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Riley trying to keep one fair here. Another 2-2, and this one is fair to center field. Underneath it to make the catch is Rucker for out number 3 to retire the side. The Skeeters bring the tying run to the plate, but can only get 1 in here in the 6th. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We've played 6. It's 5-2 impact. This is the FGCL. Kenny Lang will start things off for the Impact as we head to the 7th inning. Impact lead at 5-2. Looking to take both games of this now 2-game series with the Skeeters. The first pitch misses for ball 1. The first scheduled game of what was to be a 3-game series washed out on Thursday. Hope to be able to make that one up later on during the season. That one's lined to center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Lang reaches for the first time today. Now 1 for 3 with that single. We'll bring up Cameron Nolte, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs herself. Ground ball to short. They'll throw to second for, they are unable to make the throw to second as Hawk's throw was wild. And the E6 now puts runners on first and second. For Skylar Rucker, she's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Pulls back the bunt. It's low for ball 1. Tough there for the Skeeters. Went from a possible double play to now 2 on and nobody out. As the Impact try to answer right back after the Skeeters pulled within 3. Hopefully the Skeeters will get a chance in the bottom of the 7th. Work looks in. 2-0. Pulls back the bunt again. It's low 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. Bunted at and missed. Grounded back to the pitcher. Work will throw to third to get the lead runner. And there's one away. Back to the top of the order, and Taryn Madlock. 1 for 2, a single, run scored, and a sacrifice. First pitch misses. Blown out for ball 1. Fouled that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one comes in right over the plate at the knees. strikeout looking. Now there's 2 outs, runners on first and second. For Addison Swink getting her first at bat of the ball game. Swink came in as a defensive sub a couple innings ago. Swink's 1 of 8 with 2 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, has a home run, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Yesterday was 0 for 2 with a run scored. One is inside for ball 4, and now the bases are loaded with 2 outs.
Hey!
You have a runner coming in for Nolte. Madlock courtesy runs for Nolte. And Megan Towery is the batter. 1 for 3 with an RBI double and a run scored. First pitch comes in low for ball 1. Skeeters trying to keep the impact where they are at 5. Just a 3-run deficit before they bat in the bottom of the 7th. Called strike 1 and 2.
Good ball!
Fouled off the plate. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Madlock on third, Rucker on second, Swink on first. Fouled off. We'll do it again. 1 and 2. Going to fall for a base hit in right field. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. She will score as well. And that's a 2 RBI single off the bat of Megan Towery. Her second and third RBIs of the day, and the impact add the lead. It's now 7-2. That's going to get through for a base hit. Coming in to score is Swink. That's an RBI single for Lily Parrish. It's now 8-2. strike now on Taylor Ellis, who is 1 for 3, had a 2 RBI double back in the first. Balls, 2 strikes, and all 3 runs here in this inning unearned. So that possible double play that ended up being an error looming large right now against the Skeeters. Slow roller to second. Charging in is Barton. She makes a stop in the throw for out number 3 to retire the side. But the impact here in the 7th, get 3 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 7th, the last chance for the Skeeters. It's 8-2 impact. This is the FGCL. Six-run lead for the Impact as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, and the last chance for the Skeeters. Avery Miller will lead things off for the Skeeters in her first at-bat of the day. She came in as a defensive replacement a couple of innings ago. Miller 4 of 6 on the season with a run scored, 3 runs driven in. Has a double. She's been walked 5 times and hit by a pitch once as well. That's an 833 OBP for Miller so far here in the first week plus of FGCL play. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And Miller, Gill, and Hawk do up 7, 8, 9. Skeeters will definitely have to get the lineup turned over to have a chance here in the 7th. Shelby Krieger out to try to get the complete game. Talked about yesterday, Impact only 2 pitchers on the roster as it stands right now. It's a ground ball to third, collected by Parrish. She throws there, and there's one away. Bring up Miranda Gill. 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch in the 2nd, and a fly out in the 5th. Podcast scoreboard update. They're in the bottom of the 5th over on field 1. It's the Queens with a 7-4 lead over the Finns. Gill lines this one back up the middle. That's going to get down for the base hit. Skeeters now with the base runner and 1 out for Adelaide Hawk. She's 0 for 2, with the ground out and a strikeout. away, 2-1. Excuse me, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. Locked down on strikes, and the Skeeters are down to their final out. David Castillo will be the batter. 1 for 2 with a foul out and a pop out. First pitch grounded to first. Collected by Nolte. She'll step on the bag for out number 3 to end the inning and end the ball game. The Skeeters here in the 7th. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and 1 left. Your final score, Impact 8, Skeeters 2. With the win, the Impact moved their record to 500. They're 3-3. The Skeeters fall to 1-5. Impact get 8 runs on 9 hits. They did not commit an error, and they left 6 runners on. For the Skeeters, they get 2 runs on 6 hits. They committed 3 errors and left 7 runners on base. And your final score, Impact 8, Skeeters 2. Coming up next here on field number 2, the noon game is the Pioneers taking on the River Mocs. And that is scheduled for a noon first pitch. Until then, I'm Tom Canterbury, and this is the FGCL.